It is a sound like no other when they raise that 12th man flag here in Seattle. We just heard it, and that means it's time for football at CenturyLink Field. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Kansas City Chiefs and the Seattle Seahawks.
Michael Dixon to kick off for Seattle.
The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final 2 bring us as we're off in Week 9? And they're going to mark that where it went out of bounds, so really good starting field position up past the 40-yard line. On first down, Mahomes. And the Seahawk defense gets to him, and they bring him down. A bad start there. A big loss on their first play from scrimmage. It's second down.
Second down.
First carry of the game for Christian McCaffrey. And hard running's going to get him over the 40 to the 42. They're back now to the original line of scrimmage thanks to that 8-yard gain. Third down now to follow.
Third down.
Mahomes going to throw. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Bobby Wagner, the former second-rounder out of Utah State, with a sack.
We've watched this a long time, and I still don't believe we get it. Third and long, why are you calling play action?
Yeah, because they're not going to bite defensively, right?
No, not at all. I did have a coach explain to me years ago that for some teams, that's how they have to deal with pass protection and their line blocking, but to me it seems silly.
Yeah, well, they're silly, and it leads to a play-action sack. A big kick there. We'll call it 56 yards on the punt. And it'll be Seahawk football as they take over deep in their own territory. Wilson and the Seahawks take over now, 1st and 10 at their own 11. From the shotgun, Wilson. That's complete to Disley, the tight end. And he'll get it up to the 12-yard line here. A good rally to the football keeps him to only a yard, and it's second down.
At the 12-yard line.
Off the play fake, here's Wilson. They'll roll him out right. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. Will Disley, the intended receiver, and it'll bring up third down.
Third down and 9 yards to go.
Now it's Wilson. He'll get this into the hands of Deion Kane. Defenders giving chase, but I don't think they're going to get there. 20, 10, and all the way in. Touchdown, Seattle. Deion Kane, 88 yards. And the Seahawks have taken a first quarter lead. Both sides of the football in sync early. You force the 3 and out, and then you take it down, score points.
You know what that tells me? They sold their game plan really well. Head coach said, listen, we're just going to stop them on 3 and out. We're going to take the ball downfield and score. But he also told them how it was going to happen. They're going to run this. We're going to stop it. Then we're going to take the ball. They won't be able to keep up with us. And they got it done.
Extra point up and through by Myers. And it's now a 7-0 game. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And he returns this to the 22.
First and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And you know, certainly a lot of football left to play. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're in first place in their division, looking really good and looking to be a threat come January.
You know, are you one of those early holiday shoppers, partner? Are you one of those guys get your list done? Because I think about what every team has on their holiday shopping list right now. What's the number 1 goal? Make the playoffs. Number 2, win your division. Number 3, and I think the biggest goal of all, try to get the number 1 seed so you get that first round bye and ensure you don't have to go anywhere in January and hopefully get to the Super Bowl that way.
It'll be a nickel look here for the Seahawks on 3rd down. Working from the gun, Mahomes going for Metcalf. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he is down deep into Seattle territory. A big play on 3rd down for the Chiefs. 65 yards.
First down, Chiefs.
A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. From the gun, it's Mahomes. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. Hill, the intended receiver once again. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
2nd and 10.
Again, they'll throw with Mahomes. Escaping the pressure right. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. A 15-yard touchdown grab. And the Chiefs are an extra point away from tying up this football game. On this play, he just made a great route. The quarterback had to deliver it, sure, but a great route run there.
And, Brandon, this is what the best receivers do. They work on their route running because it's one thing to have athletic ability, but to really get open, you have to set up defensive backs with different routes and be precise in your cuts.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Their own 25-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. To throw again on 2nd down. Wilson. That's complete to his receiver, Kane. His 2nd catch, and this one not nearly as electrifying as his first. And it'll bring up 3rd down now. Now Wilson. He's got his man. That's Hardman. And he is going to have a Seahawks first down. They needed 4. He doubled that. He wound up getting 8. 2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
At the 39-yard line.
To throw again is Wilson. Completes it to Hardman. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1.
Brings up 2nd and a yard at their 49-yard line.
Throwing again here, Wilson. This pass going to be caught by Hardman. And this will set them up nicely deep down at KC territory. Boy, he ran free there after the catch as that winds up going for 38.
10 at the 13-yard line.
So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now the first carry for Zach Moss. And strong running there as he's inside the 10 and down to the 8-yard line.
He was brought down.
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down. A handoff to Moss on the option. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. These two teams all tied after 1.
That's the end of the first quarter. With the score tied, 7.
Here's the 7th play of this drive. This is 3rd and 4.
Power.
Now Wilson. Flushed out right. End zone caught. Touchdown, Seattle. Russell Wilson with 2 first-half touchdown passes. And the Seahawks have taken the lead. So he scrambled right, but was able to look back toward the middle of the end zone to find the target.
No good.
As you know, in this game, sometimes you just have to know when to break the rules because we all know most guys throwing the football are taught never throw back into the middle of the field on a scramble. He did it and got away with it for a touchdown.
Instinct sometimes, right? They just take over.
Instinct and vision. Sometimes you just see people who are open, you're able to get it to them.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
25-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
On 2nd down, McCaffrey. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
Well, we always talk about good down and distance, allowing offenses to expand their playbook. Well, 2nd and 2, that means your playbook's wide open. You can run just about anything. But a lot of times, the play caller, he just looks down at his sheet, sees the short yardage runs, and goes to one of those.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. Going for Metcalf on the deep. And that's caught inside the 30. And they do finally get him, but he takes it to the 25.
40 yards. And
they go play fake. Mahomes. He'll buy some time right. He's going to go up top for the end zone. And that's going to be too high. Out of bounds and incomplete. He was trying to get it to Tyreek Hill that time. But it's going to be 2nd down. Here's Mahomes to throw. And he slings one that's incomplete. He was trying to get that one into the hands of Christian McCaffrey. And it's 3rd down.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Mahomes to throw once more. Going to throw deep for the end zone. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to
be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far, but on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
Butker's kick here is good. And that will cut the lead back down to 3 at 13-10. So that's a 7-play drive that ultimately stalls out there at the end.
And things were a little leaky in the beginning on that drive, weren't they? But how about the front 7? As they got closer to the goal line, things stiffened a little bit, forced the field goal.
After the field goal, here's Butker to kick it away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
First and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. They'll start on the ground with Moss. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 32-yard line.
From the gun, it's Wilson. Here's Moss with a catch out of the backfield. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
First and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Out of the gun, here's Wilson. That one into the hands of Kane. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30.
A gain of 20.
A really good pickup of 28 yards.
For another Seahawks. First and 10 at the 31-yard line.
On first down, Wilson. That's caught left side by Hardman. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down.
At the 26-yard line.
Rolling to his right. Throw right side going to be caught by Hardman. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. They'll run out of the gun with Moss. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
It's a loss of 2. Brings up 2nd and 12 at the 22-yard line.
They go play action with Wilson. And he fires one that's intercepted. Read it well, and it's picked. And a short return will be stopped inside the 10 at the 8-yard line.
They'll take over first.
Well, look, we're watching a quarterback here that's obviously been around for a long time. That's a throw he wishes he had back.
He certainly does, but as you well know, this is a guy that's used to taking a few chances, used to fitting it into tight windows. These are throws that he's made before. Didn't happen to get it completed in this case.
He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. He and Jonathan Coachman both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me. It got his man complete.
He's going to make everything happen.
And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown.
Complete to number
Tyreek Hill hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Chiefs are going to jump back in front.
Well, this is exactly where I expect teams to take a shot. Right after a turnover, you count on the defense being a little bit jumbled coming out on the field, maybe catch them back on their heels, and that's exactly what they did there. They threw it downfield and really created a big play.
Yeah, you said jumbled. They were the definition of jumbled defensively. One play and into the end zone.
Harrison Butker to kick off for Kansas City.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And the interception last time on the opponent's side of the field, certainly not what they wanted.
Put it mildly, that is so frustrating because that signifies there's a drive going on. You're in good spot. Great place to run some of your best offense. Instead, they turn the ball over.
Yeah, turned the ball over last time. See if they can avoid doing it here. Short throw to Disley. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. They go play action now. Wilson. And he'll find the open man on the right side. It's Kane. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. That one good for 26 and a first down.
At the 41-yard line.
Hey, here we go. Watch the pass. Watch the pass. Hey, 0-0-0.
From the gun, Wilson. Eluding the pressure right. Now he's going to throw. It's caught at the 10. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. Give him 32 on the play.
First down and goal to go.
Alert 3, alert 3. Alert 3. Hey, alert, 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 alert. I got one.
Wilson will throw again. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And they'll burn the timeout with 5 seconds left. A chance to try to add 3 points before heading to the locker room.
A 23-yard attempt.
Myers' kick is good. So a late 3 there, and that'll help as they head into the break.
Talk about situational football and something they've worked on since the OTAs and mini camps the previous summer. They take care of the ball, get 3 points, knowing they're going to get the ball to start the second half. That's the old 2-for-1 special to finish things off.
So barring a touchback, this likely the final act of the half as the kick is away.
Made at the 25-yard line. The Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
And going deep for Hill. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down. So a very tight first half. We head to break in a 1-point game. As we'll send you eastward to Orlando. Standing by with that EA Sports halftime report now is Jonathan Coachman. Take it away, Coach. Ready for the start of the 3rd quarter. The Chiefs have the lead and set to receive the football. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Wilson and the Seahawks take over now, 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line.
I'm here all day. I'm here all day. Zebra. Right left. Hey, easy. Check.
Play action. It's Wilson. Sliding out of the pocket. He goes full extension, and he's got it. He'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup.
1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
From the shotgun, Wilson. Flush to his right. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Patrick Queen able to run him down for a loss of 12 that time.
Brings up 2nd down.
Play action. Now Wilson. And he finds a man on the crossing route. And now off to the races down the right side. And all the way in. Touchdown, Seattle. Mecole Hardman with touchdown number 20 on the year. And the Seahawks have once again taken the lead.
2-point conversion.
Wilson. And this one incomplete.
At the
So they went for the two. They don't get it.
I don't know about you, but I can't wait for a few years of two-point tries and see what the data tells us, because a lot of teams want to throw the ball in this situation, this time unsuccessfully. I just wonder if maybe running the ball might be the way to go.
When it moved up from the 3 to the 2, you would think maybe a few more attempts at running.
I think stats over time may bear out that running the ball will at least be the equal of throwing it in that situation.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away. Got out of the pocket. Didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it. Live to fight another down.
Mahomes again here on 2nd and 10. They'll set up the screen to McCaffrey. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
And now the Seahawks are going to take a timeout here on defense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down here. They fake the give. Now Mahomes. They'll roll him out right. He is going to find Hill here. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. Tyreek Hill. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far, as his guys are able to regain the lead.
I know we often laugh, and sometimes we even exalt the guys who are great trash talkers and give us some really funny lines. But the bottom line is absolute production on the field. His 2nd touchdown of the game, and they lead.
And now they'll be looking to their defense to preserve that lead. So they make the decision. They want a 3-point lead versus a 2-point lead, and they got it.
Yeah, at this stage of the game, it seems like the exact right thing to do. Put a little pressure on your defense, but the biggest thing now is you're making the other team chase you.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway.
Check 50, check 50. One left. Go. Check. All those special.
On 1st and 10, it's Wilson escaping the pressure right. A hit as he throws there, incomplete. Will Dissly, the intended receiver. That'll bring up 2nd down.
It's now 2nd and 10 at the 25-yard line.
Get the ball. Let's go double count right here. Double count. No. 12.
Off the play fake, here's Wilson. He'll buy some time right. And that one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it.
That was an interesting look there, because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Off the play fake, Wilson. And now another one thrown incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
Now here's Michael Dixon as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. Here's Hill on the return. A good return there, 17 yards. And it's Chiefs football, 1st and 10.
At their own 38-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive, and they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown...
And this is caught at the 20. And he is down deep into Seattle territory. A big play there for KC. 46 yards.
Down Kansas City.
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. Working from the gun, Mahomes. Flushed out right. And that is caught. Touchdown, Kansas City. Tyreek Hill with his third touchdown of the ball game, number 12 on the season. And the Chiefs add on to their lead. Butker now to add the extra point. And his guys will take a 10-point lead.
Good. Makes the score Chiefs 32, Seahawks 22.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not in a team anymore. I just cut him, all right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But, hey, listen, there's got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. That'll go as a pickup of 32 on the catch and run. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Here's Wilson. Eluding the pressure right. Oh, did he hang on to it? He did on the dive. Nice grab. Another first down there as this one goes for 25. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18.
At the 18-yard line.
Here's a give to Moss out of the shotgun. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line.
Ball carrier.
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
Operating from the gun, Wilson. And he's going to be taken down, sacked back at around the 18-yard line. The Mississippi State man, Chris Jones, with a sack there. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
Wilson and the Seahawks looking for something big following the sack. It's 3rd and long here. From the gun, Wilson. Dancing to his left. And that one drops incomplete as he got popped as he was throwing it.
I think that was a good job there defensively. They did allow him to drive all the way downfield, but once they got their backs to the goal line, they really turned up the pressure.
Yeah, they let him get all the way down here. Now the field shrinks. They've struggled to convert, and that last incompletion brings up 4th. So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays that when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
1st and 10 at their own 34-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And that recipe on their last drive that resulted in a touchdown looked pretty good, so they'll be hoping to do that once more.
And it takes me back to when we sat with the offensive coordinator and the head coach. They felt pretty good about their game plan and thought there were some holes in the defense, and they exploited them the last time out. Let's see if they can come back and put together a similar drive.
And we'll see if they can do just that. An excellent way to start the drive there, 18 yards.
18 on the play.
Under a minute to go in this third quarter as they come up 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Mahomes. Flush to his right. And oh, look at that, a diving catch. It's another first down as this time they get an even 20.
And that's how you throw for a whole heap of yards in a game. You get efforts like that from your receivers. How about him laying out for that catch?
Yeah, excellent. Makes the quarterback look a whole lot better. On first down, this is McCaffrey. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage.
31-yard line.
13 yards remaining on second down. Back now in Seattle, Washington. It's the Chiefs with the lead and the football here as we get set for quarter number 4. Now on 2nd and 13. Mahomes. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. Well, if you're going to turn things around in a game like this, Charles, those are the kind of plays that you need.
And I just love the way that defense rallied to the football on that one. They got the completion, but he was smothered behind the line of scrimmage. And when you make tackles like that, your whole defense is going to be fired up. Really nice play getting to the ball.
4th down.
So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This to make it a 2-score game. Butker's kick here is good. And that will push the lead up to double digits now at 10. So his second field goal of the game, and that could turn out to be the big one.
Yeah, you have to make them score twice to beat you, and that's not impossible. But here in the 4th quarter, push their backs clearly against the wall.
That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21.
1-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And the complexion of this one has changed a fair amount. That last field goal made it a 2-score game, so they need to get points out of this drive relatively quickly. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. Clearly wasn't outside of the tackle box. There's your penalty.
And accompanying that penalty, a loss of down.
They lose the yardage, and, of course, they also lose the down on the grounding call, and it's quickly 2nd and long.
I'm going to run you over. I'm going to go down.
Operating from the gun. Wilson buying time to his left. And that's incomplete.
Wilson.
So I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
Rush in. 14, fight it. 14.
3rd and long. It's Wilson. Forced out to his left. And that is incomplete.
Really nice play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball, but for the guys on the offensive line, they're doing a nice job of trying to protect their passer. But when a guy hops in the air and goes airborne to try and knock one away, it's difficult because you can't reach out and grab him. That'll be a holding penalty. So all you're trying to do is make some type of a play on him, make some type of contact to try and get his arms out of the sky.
too quick. 58, right there. Ready? And 58 is the mic. Go 58 is the mic. Take me out. Here we go. 58, boys. 58.
The Seahawks will go for it. It's Wilson taking a deep shot here for Hardman. He's got a man complete. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. Mecole Hardman, his 21st touchdown of the season. And the Seahawks have made this a one-score game.
No, we're not cheering. No, we're not rooting. But I am excited about this. I know you are, too. We got a ball game again after that big-time strike.
Big-time strike, and you are right. Don't go anywhere yet. This thing's not done.
Michael Dixon to kick off for Seattle.
So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
25-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Their lead back down to one score after the touchdown a moment ago. First down's a must on this drive as they start out here 1st and 10. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and...
Mahomes going to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Shaquille Griffin with a pick. And he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line. We saw a number of good games earlier today. This one might top all of those. It's been a dandy as we come up on 1st and 10. After the interception, here's Wilson. And that's complete to Swain. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. That one good for 14 and a Seahawk first.
1st and 10 at the 29-yard line.
From the gun, Wilson. And that's complete to Zach Moss out of the backfield. And out of bounds right around the 20. It's a gain of 9 yards. And it'll be 2nd and about a yard to go for the first.
2nd and 1.
Off play action, Wilson. And they'll get this down to the 10. 7 catches for him now, and this last one, a first down. Throwing again here, Wilson. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Deion Kane, the intended receiver, but it'll be 2nd and goal.
2nd and goal.
Throwing again, Wilson. And they finally get to him as he's taken down. So they will accept the penalty and move forward.
14, 14. Hey, D-line, let's get in there. Let's get in there. 58 to Mike, 58. 58 to Mike.
They'll run with Moss. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that'll make it 2nd and goal.
At the 8-yard line.
Off the play fake. Wilson. Flushed out right. And that will be caught, but out of the end zone, says the field judge. It's ruled incomplete. Deion Kane, the intended receiver, but now it's 3rd and goal.
Mike 8. You can't block me. You can't block me. You can't block me.
Off play action. Wilson eluding the pressure right. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Thrown to the sideline and incomplete.
So the field goal unit is on the field as this is a big spot right here. From the left hash, a chip shot here. And Myers able to knock it through. And in the 4th quarter, this game is tied. Well, you talk about clutch. That one was right down Broadway, and this game's all even here in the fourth.
Yeah, he didn't leave any doubt, did he? Good snap, good hold, dead center. Almost like a big-time golfer in a major, firing at a pin from the fairway, trying to win the tournament going down the stretch.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And we essentially have a brand new ball game. After that last field goal has tied us all up, we brace for what should be an exciting rest of this fourth quarter. Pretty good results here on the first down run as he takes us forward for about 6. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Flush to his right. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Have to give some credit to the defender on that when he read all of his keys perfectly and got a great break on the ball and able to force that incompletion.
From midfield, here's Mahomes. And unsuccessful there, trying to dump it underneath. That'll bring up 3rd down.
Christian McCaffrey.
A lot of times it's that first read that you had. Maybe you get it in pre-snap. He locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
Finally, a good play there defensively on the deep ball. The secondary has had its struggles this entire game. Offensively, they've had their way with them.
Tie game, 4th quarter, and they're going for this thing on 4th down. They'll go for it. It's Mahomes. The attempt on the dive, and he has it. What a catch. A defensive breakdown allows a pickup of 16 on 4th down. Shotgun handoff now to McCaffrey. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. So the Chiefs in possession of the ball as we welcome you back. They've got a first down in field goal range already. Back to the ground on first. It's McCaffrey. No dice this go around. He's hit behind the line and taken down. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
When you're lateral to the line of scrimmage, linebackers keep those shoulders square so they can go up and down. But when it's time to go, turn your shoulders just like a running back. Get through the line and hit the runner in the backfield.
A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. To throw is Mahomes, rolling to his right. He's got it. Touchdown, Chiefs.
Caught by number 12.
A 16-yard touchdown. And the Chiefs have broken our tie as they take the lead.
Hey, that score deserves our respect, deserves our excitement. But I'm looking at the clock, and I'm thinking, there's a long way to go in this one.
Ideally, they would have liked to milk a little bit more time off. Now on the other sideline, you start to get the crew together and say, this is what we practiced the 2-minute drill for, right?
Yeah, you hope you've been in that situation before, and if you haven't, you just have the confidence, hey, let's go down there and get this thing done. But, boy, that's a big score right there to give them the advantage.
Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line.
25-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They're down here in a one-score game. But the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time, gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences. And this is what they work on every week in practice, usually on a Friday. They go over this type of a situation, late game situation. What are we going to do when we have the opportunity?
It's caught inside the 25. And all the way down inside the 25 before he's out of bounds. So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone. Wilson to throw. His throw caught at about the 5. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. It's another first down as they look his way again, this time 19 yards. He's back to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And it's caught. It's a touchdown. So they rally here in the final minute, and they're an extra point away from tying this game.
And while it appears the heavy lifting was accomplished by scoring the touchdown, they're still down 1. That extra point is not a gimme.
Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good, and we are tied here in the 4th quarter. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They have a little bit of time here to get into field goal range. Not much. A tie game, you don't want to do anything crazy, right?
I agree with you on that one. Risk reward, okay? If you go for it, what is the absolute reward on this? But the risk is probably greater. Run the clock out, get to overtime, and try and win it there.
All right, we'll see if they do just that. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. Mahomes to throw. He'll get this to McCaffrey out of the backfield. Now another timeout called for by the offense, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the ball game. Now Mahomes. Flushed out right. Going to throw right side here, complete. And now here comes their final timeout as they take it with 8 ticks remaining. Everything right now resting on the right foot of Harrison Butker. This from long, very long range. And off the crossbar, and it kicks back out. Needed maybe a foot or two, but it's no good as it stands. And a costly one there as this game remains tied here in the 4th. Good starting field position here for the Seahawks as they come up 1st and 10 on their side of midfield at the 47. They go play action with Wilson. Taking a deep shot here for Hardman. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off down at the 2. And what an effort on the final play of regulation. All zeros on the clock, and we are headed to OT. And here in overtime, if the team that receives the ball scores a touchdown, it's over. If they don't, we can still have some more football.
That's exactly right. If they go down and kick a field goal, the other team gets a possession to either match it or score a touchdown to win the ball game. If both teams kick field goals, the next team to score wins. But if the receiving team throws a pick six or fumbles the ball and it gets picked up by the defense and they score, the game is over at that point.
So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. They control their own destiny here. They have the football in overtime. Obviously, a touchdown would win it.
And I think teams around the league are still adjusting to the idea of going downfield, scoring a touchdown wins the game, because they were used to just going downfield and trying to get in field goal range to win a game. Still having to make that transition. Let's face it now, the ones who are doing it best know they need to go down, attack, put the ball in the end zone, and not leave it up to a field goal and give the other team a chance.
Yeah, as we said, they control their own destiny now. Now a throw here on second down, and that's complete. And he'll go out of bounds, it looks like, right at the 40. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
First and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Check. Gotta go, in and out. Let's go. Check. Fresno. Gun.
Here's Wilson. Eluding the pressure right. That's complete to Disley, the tight end. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47.
I like the design of that play, or shall I say the way it ended up. Quarterback ends up to the right side. He gets outside of the pocket. How about the tight end staying in his sight line and getting to that same part of the field, and they find each other for the completion.
Throwing again on second down. Wilson taking a deep shot here. Got a man. It's caught inside the 10. And he'll be marked down all the way inside the KC 10. A huge play there in overtime. 48 yards. It's Wilson on the option. And he's into the end zone for the touchdown and the game winner in OT. Partner, great game that we got to see, and making it extra special. Not only did I get 4 quarters with you in this one, I got some overtime, a little whipped cream on top.
Look at you, trying to make this whole thing palatable.
I just want you to pay for my meal later.
You really just wanted 4 quarters, what you wanted. But how much fun was that? We had that type of a game where we got us to overtime, and then we get the dramatic ending to finish things off as well. What a game.
So for the Seahawks, the win means they'll finish the first half at a respectable 5-3 record. And they'll get another home date next week as the Saints will come to town. Meanwhile, for the Chiefs, the loss will drop them to 6-2 now on the year. And they'll try to make amends next week as they host the Cleveland Browns. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody.